Aloha and welcome to this video. My name is Motivational Micah, and in this video today I want to be sharing with you 3 options to completely get rid of student loan debt. I know that these might seem obvious or maybe there's something new, but I just feel that student loan debt is probably one of the biggest hindrances on young people. On myself personally, student loan debt has definitely kept me at a different place in my life. I've wanted to go and do things and go do this and go do that, but the student loan debt always hanging over my shoulder has definitely led me to live a different lifestyle, a different reality. And I think student loan debt needs to be addressed, it needs to be dealt with, it needs to be eradicated. It's just a hindrance on our economy, it is a hindrance to young people, it is a hindrance to our growth and our success and our financial freedom. So these 3 options are all potentially ways of completely eradicating your student loan debt. My personal student loan debt, your personal student loan debt. I have about 30,000. I know there's a lot of people that have 200,000 or more. So it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. So we'll just get right into it. The first option I have to completely get rid of your student loan debt is to pay it off. And that sounds completely obvious, but there's 2 ways to really look at anything in life. You know, you can see everything as a challenge, an obstacle, something hard, something difficult, something impossible, something that can't be overcome, that is going to hold you back in life. You can see life that way. You can see things to be incredibly difficult, or you can see things as a wonderful opportunity. Now, I know most people looking at student loan debt would say, how is this an opportunity? It's an opportunity because it requires you to find new sources of income, to find a new way of stepping up to the next level, of finding a new way to add more income to yourself personally. There are so many different ways to add resources or add streams of income to yourself. The 21st century we live in, there's about 1 million ways you probably never even thought of, never even considered to actually make more money. So that's the first option, pay it off. There are more ways to add sources of income to yourself that will ultimately help you and benefit you in your life. Once those student loans are paid off, everything from that point on, all those new ways of making money are going to benefit you and help you in your life and give you more financial freedom from that point on after you pay off your student loan debt. That might have seemed really obvious, but it's still probably, the most common way to get rid of your student loan. So pay them off. Second option. Get Bernie Sanders to be our president. I will link in the description the podcast of him talking with Joe Rogan. And in that podcast, I loved it. I already knew I liked Bernie, but now after watching the podcast, I really was aware of so many more things. I understand so much more about why the American politics are so corrupt and so messed up. Bernie understands why, and he gives facts and he drops all the information. Bernie has a great plan of paying off student loan debt, of helping me and helping you and helping the common person of America. The elitists have been running the show, they make the laws, and they've been completely manipulating and controlling our society. Bernie Sanders completely proves and shows how that has happened, and just it's very enlightening podcast to watch. If you're American, if you live in America, I would recommend you watch that podcast. And Bernie Sanders does a great job of explaining how he's going to pay off the student loan debt, and it just makes a lot of sense. So if Bernie Sanders wins and he is president, then we won't have to worry about student loan debt. And honestly, after watching that podcast, I'm going to hold off on number 1. That was what I've been working for. I've been working my butt off every single week, and I'm going to continue to work my butt off because I still need a substantial amount of money to achieve my goal in life. So I'm still going to work my butt off, but I'm not going to just give it all away to the banks. I'm going to hold on to that money, and I'm going to go and try to live the life of my dreams and hope Bernie Sanders wins. Hope Bernie Sanders can actually get all of our debts paid off, because that would definitely drastically help boost the American economy and help give financial freedom to a lot more people, and also give us way more opportunity to succeed in life, to pursue higher forms of education. So number 2 is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. I know I'm going to be voting for Bernie. It's no doubt in my mind. To have Trump as our president, you know, the corruption has been very illuminating, very obvious. And so I'm excited to see if Bernie can actually win. If Bernie can win, my faith in the future of America will be changed. Because right now I have no faith in America at all. Zero. Besides the point, that's option number 2. Bernie will pay off your student loan debt. Option number 3 is a pretty radical one. And I'm going to say that this idea did not come from myself personally, but the idea is you and me and everyone that has student loan debt. I think it's like 45 million Americans have student loan debt. A vast majority of us collectively and consciously connect. We all join some sort of group. We all join some sort of space where we can all collab and talk to one another. Basically, the idea is if we can get 1 million people, 2 million people, 5 million people, 10 million people that all have student loan debt, we all collectively agree we're going to stop paying our student loans. They won't have enough space in the prisons to fill it all. We will completely break down the bank system. And honestly, what they're doing to the youth, they deserve that. They deserve to feel the consequences of what they're doing to the people, because right now we feel all the consequences. The youth are feeling all the consequences. Anybody who's gone to college and tried to pursue something better in their life is feeling a consequence for what? I like what Bernie Sanders said. He said something like, what crime did these people commit? For wanting to pursue a higher education, they're being chastised. They're being they're forced to live a subpar life. They're not able to have the freedom in life. They're financially stuck in life. And that's just not fair. That's just not right. So the third option is someone create a group. It could be somewhat of an anonymous organization where we all collectively connect. And on some random day, like August 1st of 2020, we all decide, hey, no more paying on student loans. We stop paying. 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million of us, if we all decided to stop paying at the same time, there is nothing they could do about it. There's absolutely nothing they can do about it. They cannot build enough prisons quick enough. They can't. So those are the 3 options. First, pay it off. Find new sources of income. Find new ways to increase your ability to make more money. That's option number 1. Option number 2, Bernie Sanders becomes president and he pays it all off for us. Option number 3, radical, but let's take down the bank system. The corrupt bank system needs to go, and we have the ability to take it from them. I think we owe $1 trillion, $1.5 trillion, $1.6 trillion, something like that. But imagine if we all just stop paying. We all just say, you know what, that money doesn't belong to you anymore. Sorry. So those are my 3 options, and all 3 of them work. All 3 of them can work, have the potential to work. So I'm holding out for option number 2. I'm down to prepare for option number 3. I mean, $30,000 isn't that much, so I could do option number 1, but those are my options. Those are my thoughts. You know, you can comment on this video, share this video if you think any of this is valid, any of this is stupid, whatever. I don't really care. But I just wanted to share that with you guys and get your thoughts on it, you know. Third one's pretty radical, but I've definitely had that idea for a while. I wasn't the first to think of it, so who knows what the future holds, but I think option number 2 could definitely change and revolutionize the world. Again, the link is in the description to watch the Bernie Sanders and Joe Rogan podcast. I had just recently watched that, and it's definitely opened my mind and changed my mind on a lot of things. I have a lot of faith in Bernie. I have a lot of faith in his ability to create a better world for us. So with that, much love, much aloha. I love you. I support you. I appreciate you. I believe in you. I know you can achieve your wildest dreams in life. I know you can pay off your student loan debt if you choose to go with option number 1. And, you know, the world we live in is a beautiful world. It's changing. It's very illuminating. A lot of the corruption, a lot of the stuff that has been going on for a long time is surfacing, and the people will be gaining back their power. 100%. The people of the world are going to take back what has always been ours. 100%. That's what the future of America, the future of the world holds. The people will rise and overthrow the elitists and take back the world. Help the world, help each other, stand up for human rights, stand up for, you know, protection of our environment. And I'm excited to see my lifetime unfold, to be a part of something that is going to be very beautiful and very positive for the world. Much love, much aloha. Have a wonderful life. Have a wonderful day. Go support one another. Go love one another, and just go be the best version of yourself you can be. Go be who you want to be in life. Much love. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Mahalo for watching this video.